channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we are going to be doing a little cook with us. Don't think I've done one in a while, and people always request that I do cook with us, which, I mean, I always thought that people didn't really like those kinds of videos, is why I don't really do them, but I'm gonna do one today. It's almost 4 o'clock, but I'm having to start early because tonight, Nix, you better get off that table. Nix, go. No. Anyways, we're having ribs tonight and corn, well no, not corn, I forgot corn, asparagus and mac and cheese for dinner tonight. And the ribs have to cook for a very long time. About 2.5 hours in the oven to be exact, and then they have to be thrown onto the grill at the end. So I'm preheating the oven to 300 degrees. Our ribs are thawed out here, and I have to go wake Christopher up because he is asleep right now because he got woken up early with the dogs being difficult. London, you better stop. Yeah, a little gross, but we got woken up about 7 o'clock this morning to the sound of Cleo throwing up. Yeah, we heard Cleo throwing up on the bed this morning at 7 in the morning, and she had swallowed a pair of my underwear whole. Just swallowed a whole pair of underwear and then threw it up on our bed. It was disgusting. So he had to clean that up, and then he just stayed up for whatever reason. I went back to sleep with both of the kids, but he stayed up for whatever reason, and he's not a morning person, so whenever he gets up that early, he ends up going back to sleep. So either he sleeps until the afternoon, or he gets up early and then goes back to sleep in the afternoon. There's no winning. So I have to wake him up to help me with dinner because I cannot do all that with Ashlyn. Go put that down, please. London's stolen my phone like always. But that is what I'm doing right now. Wash my hands first. And get London juice because she's yelling at me about juice. Say please. Please. Say juice, please. And I have juice, please. That's how you ask. You don't just yell. This juice looks disgusting. Christopher likes to mix the Kool-Aid flavors for some reason, so it's like a gross greenish brown color today. I don't know what flavors he mixed this time. But. So I got this plain rack of ribs here. And I did not thoroughly read the instructions ahead of time because I'm going off of a recipe on Pinterest for the ribs. Not really a recipe per se, I was just looking at it for like how long to cook it. But they suggest that you let it chill in the fridge with a dry rub for at least 2 hours. But I did not do that, obviously. I've not even gotten it out of the package, so our dry rub's just not gonna be sitting on it before it's cooked. But I gotta rinse and dry this first. And I also need to get tin foil. I gotta cover the pan in tin foil and then spray the tin foil with my non-stick spray. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out of here. Alright, so how do I open this? Gross. Well, that did nothing. I need scissors. Where are the scissors? Okay. No. I do not like handling raw meat. I'm gonna pat it dry with some napkins. for the dry seasonings. I got pepper, onion powder, seasoning salt, which we are very low on, and garlic salt.
Get this one thing clear.
With some tinfoil. And this goes in the oven for 2.5 hours. Yay. I don't know if my oven timer will even let me do that. Okay, so now time to make the sides since it's after 6. So I'm just boiling some water for noodles for the mac and cheese, which I usually make the full recipe, which always ends up being way too much and it almost all of it goes to waste. So I have to try and split the recipe at least in half, which I've never done before, so we'll see how this goes. I also put a splash of oil so the noodles do not stick all to each other. And then, like I said, we're having asparagus with it, so I'm going to cut up the asparagus so I can bake it. Cook them with butter and garlic salt. I'm talking to you. I really was not. I said, let's see. It's literally on the camera, so I can literally show you that I did not say anything about you. That does not look nearly enough.
They swell up.
There's like 20 noodles in there.
That's over 100.
No.
Count them all individually, and we will bet on it. As soon as you're done counting, I leave, because it'll take you a while. If I'm right, if it's over 100.
It would not take me 30 minutes to count 100.
Go ahead.
They're in boiling water.
No, it's not boiling yet.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. You reach your hand in there, please.
You can do it. Strain them. Cold water.
Yeah, and push back our dinner time.
Yeah. You almost said 20. Show the camera. You said 20. I said above 100. And see what the comments say. Well, I thought you're scared. Scared to be wrong.
I'm never wrong.
Okay. You're wrong right there.
Nah. There's about 20 in there.
Yeah, you didn't show them though, did you?
Did.
You're scared.
chat over some tea.
I don't want to talk to you.
I'm not talking to you
I ain't
anyways.
talking to them either. You're boring. You ain't saying nothing.
Well, he's just so supportive. Anyways, I saw someone talking about some bows on TikTok yesterday, and it got me thinking. She showed a website where you can buy the special fabric for the certain types of bows and head wraps, and I was like, I could do that. That way I could make bows for London and Ashlyn myself instead of having to buy double the bows at the price that people sell them. It's called crocheting, and I stopped when I gave birth because I don't have the time to sit down and crochet
So you don't have time to make
as a
bows?
hobby. Christopher's being passive aggressive right now because I'm asking him to leave to go fishing at 9 instead of at 7, and that is making him very big angry for some reason.
Because when the sun starts to go down, which is right about 7.
No, it doesn't get dark until after 9.
Yeah, but I said the sun starts going down.
Then what's the point in going night fishing? Why can't you go fishing until the sun goes down? Why do you have to go?
They bite then because that's when they start moving in. And then the big ones that are in deeper water, because they like the cool water.
Yeah, at nighttime.
The shallow parts start
You
to
want the
cool
big
off.
fish,
So they
and they
come
come
up.
at nighttime. So 7 o'clock does not matter.
We would catch live bait while we're waiting to be able to fish.
We'll tell Brennan to just catch extra bait for you then.
Yeah, and tell his friends not to steal my spot, and tell his friends not to cast where my line is, and tell his friends not to do this and not to do that, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got you.
This
Sorry,
lighting
but
from
that
the
Kimball place is
blinds
south.
isn't. No, it's not. It's towards Stowe.
It goes slightly down.
No.
Southwest.
Stowe.
Southwest.
Stowe.
Southwest.
No.
Yes. It's
Stowe
west.
is north of us.
No. West.
Alright.
East.
No drawing on yourself. London, either you color on the paper or I'm taking them away. Go back to the table and color on the paper. Anyways, I wanted to start just making my own bows. I look like I'm in jail.
London, say. Say.
So I went to the website and started looking at the fabric, and the thing is I have to buy at least a half of a yard, which makes, I've read it can make up to like 10 bows, or it depends on what you make. Like it can make like 5 wraps or like 10 bows and blah blah blah, and I only have 2 kids, so then I would just be wasting a bunch of fabric. So I wanted to start making my own bows to sell. That way I could make bows for Ashlyn and London and still use the rest of the fabric and it not go to waste. So I did a poll on Instagram, and let me look at it, asking if I should start making and selling bows.
Well, it ain't done yet. You gotta give it 24 hours.
Says who?
Polls last 24 hours.
Well, it's 94% yes.
I'm gonna go
I don't think
now.
it's gonna change very much.
Only 2 people voted. Jeez.
145 yeses and 9 nos.
Nah. I'm gonna be number 10 now. I'm gonna start doing Pepsi and rum. Just have like
I heard
3 of
someone
those a
said
night.
that Captain Morgan and, was it Fanta? No, Captain Morgan and orange juice tastes like a creamsicle.
I would never do that.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you just do Captain Morgan and cream Dr. Pepper?
Because that's not the orange flavor.
And then crush.
It's like an orange creamsicle. You couldn't mix 2 different sodas.
You can't, huh?
You can, but it'd be weird.
Why? You act like people don't mix more than
You
one.
gotta get the whipped liquor stuff. The dessert liquor.
I have no idea what that is.
Is it called whipped? I think it is. I saw the recipe for the actual orange creamsicle mixed drink. It called for that kind of liquor.
I'm leaving to get out there by 8. That's because you didn't have milk last night.
I'm not talking about last night. I'm talking about all of the nights that you're not home for bedtime. She refuses to go to sleep.
Tell her I'm on the game.
Yeah, that works.
How's come it does any other time when I'm not in the bedroom and I'm downstairs?
It's not about you being in the bedroom. It's routine. Her routine is you get her milk, you put her to bed. You tell her good night. That's her routine.
I don't think so. It's like making stuff up.
That's his response when he knows I'm right. I don't think so. My noodles done. Anyways, it's a big investment to start doing something like this, so I want to start out small. That way I can make sure I can make my money back before I start moving forward with things. So I basically just picked out some fabric that I liked, that I needed bows for them, and I'm gonna make their bows. And then I'll use the leftover fabric to make other bows, and I'm probably gonna post them as like a first come, first serve basis.
Why do I need you, girl?
Not really a supply and demand for the ribs.
Let me guess, you're gonna color on my remote?
So not really a supply demand situation yet. And once I like see what kind of interest is there, and if I can actually turn that into something more, I would start doing it differently. Like once I get rid of the first batch of fabric, I would probably, I'm thinking about like I'll just pick some random fabrics online and then post them and have people choose like their favorite, and then I will take what they voted for and I'll order that, and then I'll just make as many different bows as I can, and then I'll sell those on a first come first serve basis, and I'll just probably keep doing that for a while.
Put this in a little bit of hot water.
And then eventually, and then eventually work my way up to like doing it on a larger scale, you know, if possible. But like I said, I want to make sure I can actually make my money back out of it, because I mean, I don't want to spend a bunch of money and then just it all go to waste, you know? Draining the noodles so I can start making the mac and cheese. This really does not look like very much noodles, but yeah, I don't know. I might not have made it quite enough noodles, we'll see. So for the mac and cheese recipe that I'm doing, it's like my family recipe. I think I've talked about it before, but got my noodles.
Stupid.
Elbow noodles. What? No.
Dog. I said put it in the hot water.
I was busy.
I threw it in the sink.
And I was draining noodles. So I'm gonna add some butter.
On one side. I don't want to get completely thawed.
And salt and pepper. And an egg.
What it does.
Anyways, I'm making a smaller batch, so I'm kind of having to eyeball things. That does not look like enough noodles.
That's a lot of noodles. Over
Shredded
100.
cheddar.
Since you won't do it, I'm gonna do it. She said there was only 20 noodles in here. I said over 100, and she said I'm wrong. Crazy. Even trouble. They want to ride like butterflies.
So that's all mixed up. I've got a pan that I sprayed, and I'm gonna pour it in there.
Go. Sit down, please.
Bake it.
That doesn't stay hot.
to cut them in half. It's about time to put them on the grill, so we gotta add the sauce. I'm doing regular barbecue. He likes spicy, so we're gonna split in half. That way he can have his spicy and I can have my regular. I'm gonna take the mac and cheese. He just took it out of the mix. Back up. Taking the mac and cheese out. And I'm gonna top it with cheese, a layer of cheese on top. Why are you yelling? And I'm gonna put that back in just long enough to melt the cheese on top. He is out here putting them on the grill because you're supposed to bake them until they're tender and then put them on the grill to get the char taste that people like with their ribs.
Or not. Hey Siri.
Siri doesn't like
Set
you.
a timer for 3 minutes.
It's hot out here, it's hot in there.
I hurt my hand on the grill. Didn't feel so good.
Your dad never knows how to stay off of hot stuff. He burns himself all the time.
My foil melted.
Already smells
I've never
good.
seen that happen. I mean, sure, it gets hot, but like, you put it in the oven. How's come it melted on my grill? My flames must have been too high. I knew I shouldn't have put it on there if it wasn't on low. Flame gets too high and burns the...
I wouldn't start looking that if I were you, Raya.
No, let her do what you want. Get out of here.
London inside, come on. And there it is. It did end up being plenty of mac and cheese. I don't know why I was so sure it wasn't, but it's good. And the ribs are nice and tender.
That's literally...
Of course Daddy couldn't put you in there.
Oh, I forgot.
Anyways, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment below. Let me know what you have to say about the bow thing. If you'd be interested in that kind of thing. Oh no. You Tay. Subscribe to the channel before you go if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All of my scars start to heal when I'm with you, and I can't explain how I feel. When I'm with you, just give a little bit of your heart, give a little bit of your heart to me.